Now I think with this announcement, we are making this dream reality.
Many of your medicines, we know from the COVID vaccine, very effective, very welcome. The logistics around that vaccine were not straightforward because of the new technology. Many of your medicines, we know from the COVID vaccine, very effective. No, from the COVID vaccine, very effective, very welcome. The logistics around that.
I felt like he could have been holding in a cough, but that was a real lizard-like cough.
Scientists just officially discovered a spider in the Amazon that disguises itself as the zombie fungus from The Last of Us. So obviously everybody should already know of this, but cordyceps is real and it's a parasitic fungus that infects insects, takes over their bodies, and consumes them from the inside out. So it's obviously not cute. This is literally the exact zombie fungus that The Last of Us is based off of.
Apocalyptic type stuff you see in movies, but what's more frightening here is that it's actually happening.
And these scientists have now officially found a brand new spider in the Ecuadorian Amazon that evolved to look exactly like it. This researcher was on a hike during the nighttime through the rainforest and he saw what he thought was a clump of cordyceps growing on a leaf, so he reached out to touch it, but it moved. It wasn't the fungus at all, it was literally just a spider wearing the fungus as a costume. They're saying that these spiders actually evolved those hairy yellowish things on their body to perfectly mimic the look of a cordyceps infection. And this is what makes it even crazier, because after the discovery was published, scientists started searching science photos from around the world, and they found spiders doing the exact same thing all over Vietnam, Uganda, Madagascar, and Brazil, so it's not just one spider. The disguise works because nothing in nature wants to go near the zombie fungus, so the spider just became it.
So now you're telling me that over a dozen bottlenose dolphins like Gerald have now just washed ashore dead since you and I have been talking about Gerald. The government does not want you to know that Gerald is real. So to make sure you don't know about him, they're just killing all of them in Florida. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, and you can Google it, you can research it, you can go to the Florida news. Over dozens of dolphins, bottlenose dolphins like Gerald, are now just washing ashore dead. They're just showing up dead on the shore. And they're honestly trying to say it might be disease outbreak or environmental stress, you think? This one takes the cake. Food supply is diminishing. But this is the one. Human-related issues. Yeah, humans are killing them. As a person who grew up in Sarasota, Florida with dolphins and manatees, dolphins, especially a dozen of them, don't just wash up on a shore where stories have been told dead. That doesn't happen unless someone is making that happen. I wish to God that what I was telling you was fake. It was made up, but it's not. They are dying. Dolphins are showing up dead in Florida now. Isn't it ironic? No, it's not. Since you and I have talked about Gerald in March, over 20 bottlenose dolphins are dead now.
I feel like this definitely is no coincidence. I mean, right after the video came out of this dude saying he was abducted by dolphins and he was building a civilization for them, that whole story, right? Like literally right after that, this happens. It's no coincidence.
She managed to tap the vision from the brain of a cat and to reconstruct what the cat sees onto a computer screen.
But we can distinguish that. So when we use all of those, thinking that they represent visual information, this is the reconstruction that we come up with.
It is the first time an image was tapped from her brain. It proves that we can read and understand the grammar of it. The face is recognizable, but I still can't avoid the impression that the face has something cat-like.
Jesus, no wonder some cats are so skeptical. If that's what everybody looks like to them, dude, I wouldn't be approaching anybody either.
Everybody sit down, please.
Oh my God, what
No, it's not.
So they're not building any more graveyards. My question is, if they're not building any more graveyards, what are they doing with the bodies? Where are they? The F are they doing with the bodies, bruh? Where are the people? 8 billion people on the planet. 8 billion with a B. 150,000 people die each and every day. Where's all the bodies? You got to ask yourself these questions. They're not building any new graveyards. What are they doing with all the bodies of the people who are no longer with us? That's all I'm saying, man. It's all I'm asking. If they're not building new graveyards, what are they doing with the bodies, bro? So, I wonder, this is made out of, since we know there's not enough cows to feed everybody, I wonder what this is made out of, what this is made out of, what this is made out of. Feed our kids this shit.
Definitely disturbing knowing that that could be a possibility. But if you put yourself in, like, I guess, like, the higher ups' shoes, like the people who run all these corporations, and if they're the ones doing this, if they could save a couple dollars, you don't think that they're going to do that by, you know, doing exactly what he was saying? Because it costs them money at the end of the day to, you know, raise these chickens, these cows, whatever they're doing. It's like, it's a process, right? It costs them money to keep it going. Imagine how much money they would save if they were actually doing what he says they were doing in this video. Because it's business for them. It's all about making a profit.
If you're sensitive, I would just click away now. These are freaky.
Alright. Look at these things. These are horsehair worms.
If you're
So just a few days ago on this beach in Mexico, this lady saw not one but 2 oarfish washed up on the shore. And they were still alive, they were like slithering and jumping around. Those of you that know what their nickname is realize why this is alarming, because their nickname is Doomsday fish, as it seems like they appear before big disasters like earthquakes or tsunamis or other large-scale disastrous events. And to see 2 of them at the same time washed up is so rare, it's almost unheard of. Since these fish look so weird, bystanders were scared to touch it at first, but eventually they ended up pushing it back into the ocean. But these fish can live at the depth of like 3,000 feet deep, so the likeliness of this fish surviving after being pushed back into the water is highly unlikely, as they probably already swam up because they were dying or injured or sick, and just the pressure change of them coming up to the surface can cause fatal damage to their bodies. Also, officially, scientists say there's no evidence that link their sightings to natural disasters, because, like, yeah, nobody ever sees them ever. Several oarfish actually did wash up on shore shortly before the 2011 earthquake in Japan, so I feel like that kind of correlates. Anyways, who caught one in Animal Crossing? I know I did.
You really think the Epstein Files leak is some kind of revelation, fella? This isn't a leak, it's permission to know. Just enough so you don't lose your mind all at once. The truth is dosed out like anesthesia, so you slowly get used to the filth. And all of this is under control. Every reaction you have is recorded. You're a lab rat in the experiment.
Oh sure, Peter, crank up your paranoia. What's next? 5G towers, microchips, mass hypnosis?
If you'd seen this 15 years ago, one night would have been enough to fry your brain. Today, scroll down, share a meme, keep living like nothing happened. People barely feel anything anymore. Just the habit of accepting filth is normal.
So what now? Are we all doomed unless Netflix makes a series and saves us in the finale? Maybe the UN will do an investigation live on primetime?
Seriously, liberal lapdog, you're staring at archives, at what happened long ago. And think, this is it, the big truth. Meanwhile, new islands are being built, new faces bought. You rage about the past while the present quietly rolls on.
Okay, Peter, here we go again. Satanists rule the world. The system's built for them. Life is a farm. Don't you think you're pushing it? Or is this just a meme to you now?
Satanists? That's for kindergarten, son. Up top, there's no morality, no good or evil. There's power, there's the farm, people are resources, Laws are just the interface. Governments aren't infected. They've always been the tool for hurting. You're inside a lab. You're a number in the circus, and the main clown isn't you.
So what are we supposed to do? Wear a tinfoil hat? Maybe Netflix really will film all this and save everyone. Happy ending, anyone?
Brian, you're not even a passenger. You're part of the experiment. Your reaction, your apathy, that's their fuel. You're just a number watched through a screen. And if you think they're scared of exposure, you've missed the whole point, because exposure is their weapon. Their vaccine for the masses.
Come on, Peter. You really think someone's sitting there showing us evil just to see who breaks first? Maybe it's just information. People are numb because the noise never stops.
Exactly. Genius. Every leak is a new level of testing. Who goes numb, who loses it, and who just grabs coffee and forgets. If you just watch and move on, congrats, you passed the experiment. You're inside the cage. The door's closed a long time ago.
So how do we live then? Is hope dead? What, just wait for the next leak and get even more numb?
No. You're not even allowed to know what's really going on behind the scenes. Worse than red rooms in the darknet, secret rituals, your favorite stars and idols are already neck deep in filth, and anything truly dangerous will never surface. If you're seeing it, it's already safe for them. What's truly terrifying won't make the news for decades, if it ever does.
So verdict's in? We're just extras in their circus?
You're not in control, fella. You were shown this to numb you, so you don't freak out when they drop something even worse. Every leak is a test. Can you see more evil and just keep scrolling? That's the plan. You're being trained to feel nothing. If you've still got a pulse, hang on, because next time it gets way darker.
I feel like the real dark shit will never come to light, and we'll never know about it. So stuff like this that we're seeing in the Epstein files, if we think this is bad, just imagine what's really worse than that, and like they're not telling us.
Adrenochrome, that's not true. It's C9H9NO3. This is a chemical compound that is absolutely, this has been around in modern science since the 1930s. You can actually, there's a synthetic form and there's a regular, natural form, which is caused by torturing little kids to get their adrenaline up, essentially, and then extracting it from them. When you sit and so I brought this up a few years ago, and all of a sudden I was attacked by every media. Look it up. It's there. They absolutely went after me. And the next day, I never heard from my agency for 14 months. My lawyers let me go. My agency never called me after that, and essentially I was done.
I would be shocked if this video doesn't get removed from this platform, so you should watch this now and download it while you still can, because I kid you not, this sounds like a horror movie.
Implant aborted baby parts into lab animals. Have you heard of that sort of research?
Yeah, we did an analysis a few years ago showing that over 90% of experiments with using human fetal tissue and putting them involved animals were funded by Fauci's NIAID.
Do you know where they're getting the aborted human fetal tissue?
A lot of it is happening at colleges and universities that have affiliated hospitals that perform that procedure.
Madam Chair, I think we need to look into that as well.
So guys, this video is for entertainment purposes only, right? But I want to make clear, she is basically saying they are using the parts from new souls. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying here. She's saying they're using them and combining them with other animals. Now look, I don't care what side you're on. If you don't even think this should be investigated, even if this is just a rumor, if you don't think that rumor should be investigated, what is wrong with you? I'll take this with a grain of salt because this is just some random person on X, but still, they say they are playing God. Humanity is not prepared for the level at which this is being done to come out. This is me interjecting here. I have been saying this exact thing that they are saying. I'm going to say 99.9% of people are not prepared for all of the things that are being hidden from us right now. And that is exactly why they're being hidden, because we would freak out. Those USOs under the sea are related to this. Anyway, they continue to say, my family knows someone ex-military who had to end a creature that was created in a lab and merged with AI. Nope. If this is true, this is a true horror story. But we are not in control. Humanity is not in control of the gov around the world. And I need you guys to remember this when we see things like USA. This is not humanity making these decisions. This is humanity following orders. And who are they following orders from? They are following orders from the most ancient quote-unquote gods, the Anunnaki, the alien race. This alien race is who the free people who build things follow. That is their quote-unquote God. All of those people have sold their soul to those beings, and they at least believe that they have no shot at going to heaven. We are talking about the very successful ones, not the average person who thinks they do good things. And these people were traumatized into this from birth. You need to wake up so the world can heal, because we need you. You are not too stupid to understand what's going on. You are incredibly smart.
I feel like a lot of these movies that we see are like them showing us the truth, but in movie form. So like when experiments going wrong, whatever crazy movie that you can think about, like think of the possibility of it being real. Like it was real and they're just putting it in a movie form to see how we react to it. For like the day that if the truth ever did come out, we would be like, I guess. But like Bigfoot, aliens, and all these other crazy things, I don't think they were just made up from somebody with an active imagination. I feel like these are probably things people experienced at one point and the tale was just carried on from then. Or like I said, the government was doing these things, these crazy experiments, and it led to the creature and the possible film. Or maybe I'm just reaching again.
The Goy beam. Apparently it's this high-level military laser, and Goy stands for like giant operational yield or something. They named it some bullshit just to call it the Goy beam. Because they're going to some Goy with it.
I've been looking through the Epstein files, and the shit I see
These rat bastards, they're just mocking us, making fun of us. That's what they call us, bro.
It's a racist word for everybody.
Yeah.
Instead of like the N word or this, it's just like goyim. They're allowed to be racist, period. Obviously, it's not all of them, but it's too many.
So scientists confirm that your dreams are real in another reality. I knew this because for years, I've had this dream of a sumo wrestler escorting me to Narnia, and I'm not fucking kidding.
Shit, I hope that's not true, because if that's the case, then I've died in multiple different realities.
So I'm watching TV with my kids, and we watching Arthur, right? And in the episode, they reveal who Buster's dad is. Look at this man. That's it, he's a man. This is a man wearing bunny ears. He's not an animal like the rest of them. That is a grown man walking amongst animals. This is some Rachel Dolezal-ish going on over here. Hold on, check this out. Because he's a pilot, right? So he flies over there anytime he wants to Arthurland, the land of the animals. He throws on the rabbit ears, go catch him a little snow bunny, do his thing, fly back like none the wiser. This man has taken furriness to a whole nother level, and honestly, we need to lock him up.
4 celebrities who fled the U.S. hours after the Epstein list dropped. Number 1 vanished. Number 4, Tom Hanks, the Greek escape. Internet sleuths tracked flight logs claiming he flew to Greece right as the news broke. Why Greece? Because they have strict extradition laws. While fans defended him, the timing was suspicious. He went from America's dad to a man who looked like he was running from the truth. Number 3, Oprah Winfrey, the silence. The moment the documents were released, the Queen of Talk went mute. She immediately turned off comments on her Instagram, blocking millions of fans asking questions. Rumors swirled that she was preparing her private jet. She didn't address the list. She hid from the backlash. Number 2, Bill Gates, the bunker mentality. His divorce was reportedly fueled by his meetings with Epstein. When new files dropped, Gates went ghost. No interviews, no appearances. He has billions to protect, and silence is his best lawyer. Number 1, Prince Andrew, the royal fugitive. He literally cannot enter the US. Named 70 times in the files, he locked himself in his UK estate. The FBI wants to talk, but he refuses to leave the crown's protection. He is hiding in a palace to avoid handcuffs.
So he doesn't want to leave his palace to avoid handcuffs. He's not allowed in the US because they'll probably get him. But what are they doing about the current ones that are actually residing in the US? I mean, if we're being completely honest, no celebrity at all that I know of has even mentioned or spoke about any of this. So that's pretty telling itself, but...
We're the #1 consumer of kitty and child trafficking. That's us. That's the United States.
I have no idea.
And then you look at like how they're handling this Epstein and you go, oh, no wonder. We want to protect, not prosecute them. Oh, they're not. They're maps. What the is a map? That's a minor attracted person. What the did you just say? A map? One,
Are we trying
that's not a person, and being attracted and abusing and exploiting minors is not okay, but our government, right and left, is trying to normalize this. It's insane. I gotta take a break.
Yo, everyone be aware what type of movies they're pushing out now. Even the kid one, Hoppers. Everyone thinks it's like over the hedge type fun movie.
Yeah.
Fam, you know what it's preaching? It's putting human consciousness into robotic animals.
Oh my god, is that what it is?
Created a revolutionary technology that gives us unprecedented access to the animal world. We call it hoppers. Huh? We put this into this. Yes, this into this. Mabel, be careful!
The They're talking about skin swapping now, right?
Skin swapping?
With Jim Carrey.
Oh,
who got
yeah.
skin swapped.
Oh,
Demi
yeah.
Lovato looks different. Look.
What the
This
hell?
is one
From the
scene.
movie?
This is animals wearing their human skin.
What the heck?
Look.
Whoa.
Right?
Yo, Gavin, no way that's an actual scene.
No, that's a scene, fam. And all man says, oh, it's just a cute little animal movie. No.
That ain't no cute.
Fam, this is probably Jeffrey Epstein right here.
I'm just really scared of what AI is gonna become.
I refuse to believe that somebody just came up with this idea for a kid's movie or a movie in general. It's more likely that they're probably really doing this in real life and they just wanted to put it in a kid's movie to be exact. So it's not like an actual movie, so it's kind of like a little more believable. But if it's in a kid's movie, then it's just going to go over people's heads.
Do you see this? Do you see this? It's freaking nature, and it's freaking awesome. Woo!
It's hard not to see it. The evidence of our
This is the last Tartarian clock that still works to this day and is 100% evidence that our ancestors knew the Earth was flat and stationary. Now I want you to watch till the end because this is going to blow your mind. This is the Prague astronomical clock and it is perfectly synchronized with true astrology from our flat stationary Earth, just like all of our ancestors told us. Now watch. This clock perfectly tracks sidereal time, solar time, moon phases, the position of celestial bodies, and even zodiac signs, all in perfect synchronization, all without any electricity or satellite calibration. Now the clock's design encodes a geocentric model, placing the Earth at the center with celestial bodies moving around it in perfect predictable cycles. So how would this clock perfectly predict to this day perfect planetary alignments, eclipses, and even zodiac transits? The Earth was spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, orbiting the sun at 66,000 miles per hour, hurtling through space at millions of miles per hour. It would be impossible to predict these things. All of our ancestors told us that the stars are what move above us and that we are stationary. It's like the Egyptian depiction of the Earth. We have a flat, stationary Earth and the stars on the firmament. I want you to take notice at the middle part of this clock. This is the moon map, which is the real map of the Earth. Quite literally the flat Earth map, guys. And recently they've destroyed this by putting a globe on this clock. Literally how they cover up the real origins of humanity and our true history. An absolute disgrace this is. This clock is built on the fact that stars rise and set in repeatable patterns, that the heavenly bodies move above us, observable for centuries and centuries. This is why if you point a camera at Polaris, which is the North Star, which doesn't move, it stays fixed and stationary 24/7, 365 days of the year in the night sky, it doesn't move. The stars around it do perfect circles constantly. Again, not possible if we're spinning, also orbiting the fucking sun and hurtling through space. You would see the stars do all sorts of crazy patterns. You just need to think about it. That's all you need to do. Astrology only works as perfect as it does because the stars are what move in perfect cycles. And literally all of our ancestors knew this. All of them. You guys believe NASA, which in Hebrew means to deceive. Like, it's insane. So brainwashed. These astronomers had no computers, yet they predict eclipses, planetary returns, solstices, and even retrogrades with shocking accuracy that still works to this day. This has been running for over 600 years, and probably more than that. Do not build a cosmic machine like this unless you know the divine order of this universe. This clock is a witness of truth, standing for centuries in a quiet defiance of the heliocentric lie. And the stars tell the exact same story every single night. If we were moving, the story would change, but it never does.
The main thing that I found pretty interesting about this clip was the fact that he said NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. And then I started thinking about how you can't translate Hebrew anymore. And then it started making me think more, well, who runs this country? What language do Jewish people usually speak? If it's not Yiddish, it's Hebrew.
Does this really look like progression to you? Does it suggest that we're the peak of human civilization? Or have we in fact massively regressed and replaced architecture, which not only served as works of art, but were comprised of geometric perfection, with large, brutalist boxes that we see today, perhaps purposely designed to demoralize us and stunt our creativity? Because the old world buildings may have been more than just pleasing on the eye. They could have been serving a practical function and being connected to an entirely different energy grid than what we use today. This could have been ether energy channeled from the Earth's atmosphere, an energy source that Nikola Tesla may have rediscovered before being sabotaged by J.P. Morgan and other elites of the times, rendering us stuck in this present dystopia.
Guys, look what we found beyond the ice wall! It's definitely not from around here. Let's get a closer look at these markings. Guys, we are on top of the ark. Wow, it looks massive. What is it?
Wow, it looks beautiful. I wonder who built this ark or this vessel. Look at this. We're gonna go down and see what's down there. Wow, it looks beautiful. We're going to take this one to the British Museum. This is incredible.
I know this video is AI, but it's still interesting to watch because this is probably the closest we'll get to see what's actually beyond the ice wall, if there's anything over there. But still though, it's nice to believe or think that there's stuff over there like this, like ancient riches, crazy architecture, like could be anything, right?
Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. Look at all these fucking cars. But look, watch this. I'm gonna show you guys something. Look, nobody in here, bro. Look, there's not even a line. There's nobody in the aisles, bro. Look at this shit. How do you explain all fucking 50 cars out there, bro? And this store is empty. What the fuck? What the fuck? This shit is crazy.
I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of the Truman Show.
If you had to choose, would you rather know what was going on in Antarctica, the Vatican, or Area 51? Because the rabbit holes of secrets just feel never ending. When I was thinking about the Vatican earlier, I was like, think about the fact that the Bible itself had 80 books in the 1600s. Now we're down to 66, and they removed things like giants, dragons, sirens, Enoch, the Book of Mary Magdalene. All of these different things are hidden from us, and we just don't even know why. Nevertheless, I saw this guy talking about the fact that there were 200 angels that fell from the sky, and around the earth we have 190 craters that have no rock or rubble that were ever found. And then this other person was like, yeah, 10 of them fell into the ocean. Then this lady blew my mind because she was like, what if that's what took the dinosaurs? And why would there be a book about dragons if dragons never existed? And I've gone down so many rabbit holes in the last couple of days that my mind is completely depleted and exhausted, but I'm also super intrigued and I just want to know more. But I feel like I'm just going in circles because every time I uncover a layer, I end up looking into something else that has nothing to do with what I was looking for, and then I'm just stuck because I'm like, I didn't know this either. So what do y'all think about this? Like, if you had to choose, what would you go to first? Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what other crazy rabbit hole has recently come out that you've been going down under. Share this so that we can keep this discussion going. Like, follow, stay for some more tea. I appreciate y'all support. Bye.
I'm gonna say Antarctica or the Vatican, and if I really had to choose, I would say the Vatican. I feel like they have some juicy information or just stuff down there from way back in the day that just would blow my mind. Then again, Antarctica, though.
You ever wonder why you cannot see your own face unless it's with the aid of something else? Like, I could look at my hand, my arm, chest. I can look at my entire body pretty much, but from chin up, I can't see my face. You can't see your face on your own. And it was intentionally made that way. You ever looked in the mirror, but you looked in the mirror for a little too long? And if you haven't, try it. Whatever, in the morning, whatever. Look in that mirror and staring deep into the eye and lock in on the eye. And you will see just your face start to change. Your eyes gonna start playing tricks on you. Like the illusion that you have of yourself is gonna start to break down, because now you're looking at yourself, like truly your true self. They always say the eyes is the window of the soul. So this is why we're not meant to look at our own soul. It's for other people to observe. You're supposed to look at other people and their soul, not yourself. It's just very interesting to think about, though.
Oh no, Chuck Norris died. Who gives a crap? This man openly supported the slaughter of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, including hundreds of thousands of children. This man openly supported that. Here, have a look.
So, I'm doing well. Good to see you, Prime Minister.
It's good to see you.
Well, thank you.
Listen, Israel was strong, but it's indestructible now.
You got to meet my wife, Gina.
Hello,
It's a
how are
pleasure.
you? How are
Thank
you?
you for having us, Prime Minister.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
You too.
I think we can tell our security people to leave. We don't need them anymore.
Oh gosh, we've been looking forward to this.
Thanks for all that support.
Oh, believe me, you'll always have my support. You know,
deeply
and,
appreciate it.
yeah. When all that was coming down, you know, I didn't know what to do. Of course, my wife says, "I know what to do. I'm calling over there." So she's very aggressive in that respect.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi.
These are our friends. This
Hello.
is Larry.
So I'm our security detail.
Hi.
And this is Kyle,
It's good to see you.
the Prime Minister.
So we can get rid of everyone. Tell them to clear the building. They can go. That's fine.
No wonder Israel's damn near indestructible. They had Chuck Norris on their fucking side. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go and end this video right here. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know by leaving a thumbs up and or subscribing if you guys are new. But as always, I appreciate every single one of you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.